Hello, Philip. Oh, wow. Philip, how are you? Wow, a right blast from the past. One of the original legends of my live streams. Philip is here. Please give us an update, Philip, on how you are. Great to have you in here. I'm good, thank you. Oh, wow, I'm really, really happy to hear that, Philip. What's your situation right now? Obviously, we've gone through different lockdowns and everything, and are you feeling good in all areas of your life? And please update us, Philip. Great to have you in here. Paul is here. Hello, Paul. Hi, Vincent. Hi, Paul. Lontis is here. Hello, Lontis. Good evening, Vincent. Good evening, Lontis. Hope you're well. Wow, this stream has burst into life. Lady Shante, hi, another one of the originals. Philip and Lady Shante was two of the original people who used to be in my live streams when they first started back in April. And here we are now, all this time later. So Philippa said, jobless again, living with family, moved cities, and happy being single. So I'm very sad to hear that you're jobless again. But what I'm most happy about, Philip, is the fact that you're saying you're happy. Happiness is the key. You've moved cities, you're happy being single. That is the best position to be in, Philip, that you're feeling happy. That is the main thing. I'm really glad to hear that. Great to have you in here giving us an update. Lady Shante said, hi, Philip, great to see you. Yeah, absolutely, Lady Shante, that's how I was feeling. Lontis has said, hello, Lady Shante, and Lady has said it back. Hello, Lontis. Philippa said, you too, lady, how's you? It feels like we've gone back in time a number of months with Lady Shante and Philip as two of the first people in the stream. It's really taken me back to that kind of April, May time. So Paula said, Vince, as I'm sure you know, but since my ex broke contact on my birthday and we exchanged messages, I'm now no contact again. 3 days since we last spoke, hoping she reaches out again so I can build on. I think there's a strong possibility you will hear from her, but based on past performance, so to speak. Lady Shanta said, I'm doing well, thank you, Philip. Paula said, it's a request phone call, but we're in different countries. So yeah, a video call, that would be good, something good to offer as well in that instance. Neil is here. Hello, Neil. Hi, Vincent. Hi, Neil. Hope you're well. Inserter is here. So Inserter has been over the last few months what you might call one of the regulars, one of the legends of the stream. We've got some newish people as well. And then we've got some of the originals. It's a real great mixture here today. Hey, hello all. Inserter is now in the building, now in the UK. So Inserter is in the UK now, back from Spain. I hope you're settling in well, Inserter. So Lady Shante said, Vincent, I'm happy you are doing a stream now. As the holidays draw near, I've been thinking about my ex more and more. Around this time, we should be shopping for gifts together. Lady Shante, your ex was cruel, was manipulative, and was a very bad influence on you, I would suggest, from what you've told me. You need to remind yourself of that. Just remember of all the things you've told me that he did to you, the mental torture he put you through. You don't want to be going around getting gifts with him. you are much better without him. Inserter said, wife told me, I hope you know what you're doing. I mean, you made a very big step, Inserter. I really do hope you know what you're doing. It's a massive step you've taken. Lady said, Vincent, I'm trying to pull my focus back and not think about him. Lady Shante, just remind yourself of all of the negativity he brought to your life and how bad he made you feel. Keep remembering of how he destroyed your self-esteem. He was not good for you. Inserter said, she told me I looked well when I saw her before I left and sent me a message, take care. Well, that's positive in that respect, that things ended on a clearer footing, clearer note there. Hi, lady, Inserter says. Lady Shante has said hello back. More and more people coming into the stream, which is great. Please say hello. Please let me know how you're feeling. Inserter said, I'm going into full no contact now, boss. Only will talk with my son. I hope your son is okay with you moving. That was my biggest concern, your relationship with your son. Do all you can to maintain and grow that from the distance, obviously, that you're in now. Caleb is here. Hello, Caleb. Hey, Vincent. Going day by day. That's all anybody can do. One day at a time. One step at a time. Keep moving forward. Jay is here. Hello, Jay. Hi, Vincent. Hope you and everyone is well. Great to have you in here, Jay. I'm doing good, thank you. Neil has said, I watched one of your videos the other day. A success story about a short-term relationship that finished. 6 months later, they got back together. It gives me hope. I mean, the success stories are obviously the things which really give people that extra boost. But every situation is different. You know, I've heard of scenarios where people have got back with their ex after days. You know, it's been as soon as that. And weeks. Weeks is more common than days. Months is more common than weeks. I've known people hear contact from their ex years later. I've been told by people that they know of people who have heard from exes after decades. So there is such a wide range of possibility. Every situation is different. Eric is here. Hello, Eric. How are you? Alexandra said, hello, how's things? Good, thank you, Alexander. Al Pacino said, hey, great to have you in here, Al. Al, you was one of the originals as well, I believe. I think you was there from the very start. Philip is here. Do you remember Philip? Philip, Lady Shante and Al Pacino, some of the very, very first people to join my streams when my channel probably had 300 subs, I guess. Around that point, 300 to 400 probably. Lontis has said, Lady Shante, when I was thinking about my ex in the initial months, I used to start exercising to get my mind off her. It helped me get in shape and forget her. That's really great advice, Lontis. Fantastic. The Queen is here. Hello, the Queen. Hi, Vincent. How do you do no contact with kids involved? The Queen, there is a specific video on that I did called Limited Contact. I was going to try to pull up the link, but I don't think I can, sadly, right now. If you search my channel for a video called Limited Contact, that will explain it in detail. Lady Shanta said, Vincent, it's crazy how healing works. And one moment you're up and then dependent on a thought, your emotions can change. Absolutely, but when you're going through recovery, the bad days will happen less often. Paula said, I would be surprised, to be honest, if she doesn't contact me again. Our messages were positive. I feel because UK is in full lockdown, it hinders meeting up. I was tempted earlier to text her today. It's very tempting to break no contact, but the chances of it working are minimal. So I would never advise it. And Sertra said, send messages and talk to the boy every day. He told me to promise not to be sad. That's really, really nice. Philip has said 15 years for me. Yeah, oh, absolutely. I mean, how could I forget? We've got Philip here right now. And Philip was the person who at the time had the longest no contact success story I'd ever heard, which was 15 years. Since then, I've heard anecdotally even longer than that, but Philip is here right now. If anybody is wondering, is it too long, is it too late? Philip is right here, right now, in the chat, and he was contacted from his ex after 15 years of no contact. Lady Shanti said, Lontis, okay, thank you. I've been thinking about changing up my exercise regime to help me get in shape and also to help with my thoughts. Lontis said, no matter what, don't talk to him. It will just make you feel worse. I realised that I stopped replying to her messages, and guess what? I feel so much better without her in my life. You need to do what's good for your mental health. The Queen has said, thanks, Vincent. We'll definitely check it out. I was trying to get you a link, but sadly it just wasn't working, the Queen. But if you type into my channel and search limited contacts, you will find the video. And Sertra said, boss, keep waking up and relive a breakup. Also wake up and say, we aren't together anymore. That's very, very painful thoughts when we have that. Al Pacino said, I'm really struggling at the moment, but I know I'll pick up again. I remember the early stream so helpful. Thank you, Al. You're going through the struggle right now, Al, because it's almost like we're kind of back to the beginning regarding your thought process, because we was getting so close and yet she's still with this other person. So because of that, it's almost like we've had to kind of regress somewhat and speak about the possibility of you moving forward without your ex. Lady Shante said, Lontis, yes, I haven't spoke to him in many months, deleted all photos and posts from social media and has helped. Going to continue this. You've blocked him as well, I believe. Gold Skin is here. Hello, Gold Skin. How are you? How are you doing? Inserter said, morning is always the hardest. I got a feeling my wife will come back, but not living for the outcome. Yeah, you need to be concentrating on your own journey right now, Inserter. Gold Skinner said, I recently found out why my ex broke up with me. His cousin told me the reason why he broke up with me was because he felt that he couldn't make me happy and it seemed like I didn't love him. So it seems like, if that is true, by the way, because we can't say for certain, but if it is, then sadly there was a communication blockage between you both. Lady Shanti says, so unfair that dumpers seem to have it easier. They have it easier because they made the decision. They've got what they wanted. You didn't get what you wanted, and that is why you find it harder as a dumpee. The dumpers got what they wanted. The dumpers aren't going to find it terribly hard because they've got what they wanted. They're going to find it difficult in some respects, but compared to a dumpee, it can't really be compared. Lontis said, also get a hobby that will keep you occupied. It will make the days pass easier. I barely have time to sleep now. Gold Skinner said the plan to move back to Texas to be with family, and I heard from his cousin again yesterday that my ex is moving to Texas as well, an hour away from where I'm going. I mean, in America, that is close by because obviously it's a huge country of where you could be going, and both moving to an hour apart is surprising to say the least. Lady said, Lontis, that's a great idea. Susan is here. Hello, Susan. We have now got another former original in the house. So we've got Susan, Lady Shante, Philip, and Al Pacino. They're all at different stages, but we all love a success story. And here's one right now. It's Susan. People's always saying, we want a success story if somebody got their ex back. Well, here's one. It's Susan. Susan said, hi, Vincent. Things are going well. We've now been back together as long as we broke up. Time is flying by, but the 17 weeks we're apart seemed like forever. So everybody's really going through that grind. Susan was dumped. Her relationship ended. She was a regular in my live streams. And we've got a fantastic situation where Susan got her ex back. And in her own words, she's saying it's going well, you know. And after a breakup, if I was to tell you that you'll be able to get your ex back and things were to be going well, you would probably be thinking that's not possible. Well, Susan is here to prove that it is possible. If you do everything right, you stand an excellent chance of success. Al Pacino's here, and Alice said, yeah, it's strange. Just so hard. We had so much contact, given the situation, that I got the house and then nothing. Back to wondering if we will ever speak strong enough to leave her alone, though. I mean, the thing is now, Al, you've properly managed to change everything round from being blocked to being somebody who, you know, your ex is very intrigued about you. She clearly cares about you. She's impressed by you. And you've really managed to realign the position of what your ex thinks about you. That's fantastic. If she ever becomes single again, I think you're in with a shot of things. But we don't know if that will ever happen. And we don't want you waiting around because of this. Lontis has said, Lady Shantae, that's what they want us to think. I saw with my eyes how happy my ex is with her boyfriend. She broke up with him in front of me, so now they don't have it easy. That's a good way of thinking of it as well. And Lady said, Lontis, wow, I didn't know that. You never know what's going on from behind closed doors. You know, that's the thing. Nobody knows what is really going on with people. You only know what they want you to know in some instances. Inserter said, everybody hit like. Thank you, Inserter. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do. I upload content every 48 hours and live stream as often as possible. The only way to be notified of everything is to not only subscribe, but to click the bell icon and ring the bell for notifications. If you don't do both of those things, then YouTube won't notify you of all of my content. And as I said, I upload content every 48 hours, every 2 days. There is a new upload, and there's live streams as often as possible. So please subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. Alice said, thank you, Vincent. Why do you think all of a sudden it's just stopped? Do you think the year mark has made her reflect on reaching out? And maybe that it's not fair on me or him? I would suggest it's less about the year anniversary. The anniversary, shall I say. And I would say it's more about her being more involved in her relationship and possibly thinking it's not fair. I mean, who knows? He might have even found out. He might have found out she was texting you and said, well, what's going on here? You really don't know. It's certainly not anything you've done. You've not done anything wrong. And your ex's feelings towards you are stable and positive. The only changes in her own life, she has made the decision to back off somewhat. And that is probably because she is living with her new boyfriend and it's a little bit awkward. Neil has said, good luck, Susan, well done. Yeah, we're so happy when people come in here with success stories. Most people who get success, I always like to describe it as they go off into the sunset. You don't hear anything more, which is great, you know. I'm happy when you don't feel like you have to be part of a channel, if that makes sense. I mean, it's great to have success stories. It's lovely to have Susan back in here. It's lovely to have people from the past. Philip's doing well now. He's feeling good. And he's here today. It's great to have people in here. But it's a funny situation with my channel, really, in respect to I'm happiest when I know you don't need my channel anymore. It's a funny thing to say, an interesting way to word it. But that is where I'm trying to get you to. I'm trying to get you to a point of happiness where you don't need the support. The support is here. The support is here. And if you want to share your story to support others, even better. I really, really appreciate people who do that. But for those people who get success and vanish, you know, I'm just as happy for you. I don't blame you one bit. Inserter has said, really strange Really strange hearing you in the UK, boss. It's funny hearing from yourself, not in Spain, inserter. Philippa said they want out for a reason, and that reason is they don't want to be with you anymore. As hard as it is, it's the truth. You will get over it, and it does get easier. Just keep going. They aren't worth it. The important thing is to keep moving forward. You're going through a tunnel, a tunnel of struggle and pain, but you will get through the tunnel. You'll come out the other side. It's light, it's bright, it's happy. You will get there. Lontis has said, Lady Shante, to top it all, she wanted to move in with me in my new place, and I had a good laugh and moved on with my life. And now I don't want her back because I realised she was just holding me back. So that's another perspective. Lontis, it sounds like, could have got back with his ex, decided not to. Gold has said, I was doing well for the past 8 months until his cousin contacted me telling me this. I'm really sorry to hear about this. There was nothing worse than when somebody like, this cousin comes into your life and gives you news which causes you pain. When you get to that point where you don't want to hear anything anymore, you want to tell your friends and family, please don't update me. I just don't want to know. Al Pacino said, only took her a year to realise and stop messaging. Okay, grateful for the contact and the growth that I've had. She has almost looked for reasons to reach out, like reminding me it's been a year. Al, I will be very surprised if that is the last you hear from your ex. I would be amazed. But she's certainly having some time out, really concentrating on her current relationship. And that should just be a reminder that at the moment, she was just looking for a pen pal with you. And you deserve more than that with somebody. Fatima said, Vincent, why would my ex like my Facebook post? Like I said to you in the comments, Fatima, I think it was you I replied to. If not, it was somebody who asked the same question. Like I would say, basically, if somebody's liking a post, you've got to see it as they are liking the post and they're separating the post from the author of the post. They're not thinking of it as deep as you probably are. They liked the post, but it's very unlikely to have any coded message within that. If they want to speak with you, they will most likely type a direct message or a direct comment to you. Philippa said, my advice is stop looking at X-Back stuff as soon as you can. It F's with your head. It's important to put your mental health first. Mental health must come first. Whatever is affecting you negatively are things that you need to remove from your daily routine. So Al Pacino said, so I would have thought she would have about the house, but she hasn't. It's been around 7 weeks now. Not that I'm counting. Yeah, it's interesting that the house was such a symbolic thing between you both, and now she hasn't messaged about that. It's almost ironic. Seren is here. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm probably not, but I hope I am. Hey, she reached out after 18 days of no contact. Wow, that's quite soon. In the scheme of things, that's quite quickly. Then she reached out and told me she missed me, and we had sex, but now she is hot and cold, and told me she was confused. What can I do? So you've obviously reconnected in a very positive way with it, becoming intimate. But she's confused, presumably because she's thinking to herself, is there a future in this relationship? Is there longevity? Or is it just a lustful situation? My suggestion would be to reply and to ask her if she would like to speak about this and to contact you if and when she wants to chat. And at that point, I would just go back into no contact. What I would be more concerned with is to consider why she might be confused. Like, is there something that was a problem between you both, which is now showcasing itself once more as a problem? If so, you want to try to fix this. Fatima said, I love you. Thank you so much for everything. My Allah bless you. Well, thank you, Fatima. That's incredibly kind. I try to help people as much as I can just by giving advice, just saying to people, look, Nothing works all the time. If you hear anybody say, oh, this will definitely work, then they're lying. Nothing works 100% of the time. Nothing I suggest to you is going to always work. And nothing I say to you won't work, will always fail. It's not black and white. Nothing can be a magic wand for this. So what I try to do is give you the advice which is going to increase the possibility of success for you. It's going to increase the chances of you reaching happiness. That is what I try to do. I try to guide you to that happiness point in your life. Interpreter said, can someone advise me how to do a routine on working on myself, exercise, studying and so on? Do exes get someone new to fill the void of you? It depends on the situation. Some dumpers will get straight into a rebound to fill certain voids they're missing. Some won't feel the need to do that and will move forward and connect with somebody at a slower pace. Lantis has said, if they get involved with someone right after a breakup, then yes, yeah, absolutely. I need a daily routine. Inserter, I would suggest that it begins with exercise and incorporates you trying to find work. You were saying you would need a job, so trying to do that. Al Pacino said, what I do know is that I'm a much more mature, educated and well-rounded person than I was then. I know that although she is happy, she likely won't have grown like I have. I think my growth would intimidate her. I mean, you've grown massively, Al Pacino. Let's not forget, you're living in your own house right now. And this stemmed from a motivation of self-improvement. I mean, that's huge. Caleb has said, mic. Is there a mic problem? Has my mic gone strange? Can you hear me? Oh, it's gone Dalek again, has it? Well, here we go. Lontis has said, as we all need to heal our wounds before jumping into the game. And Sertra said, it's okay now. Glad it's back. So Soren has said, it's been almost 3 months since we broke up, but it was a long time before I used no contact. I've changed my life completely. Fitness, school, sports and routines. Good for you. All we can do is improve ourselves every single day. And you've made that improvement. You've made that choice. You've made that decision. You should be very, very proud of yourself. Lontis has said there's an echo. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do with this. Hopefully it's still manageable to listen. I'm sorry about it. Al Pacino said, I've kept my integrity to and let her be happy without so much mention of the guy when she has made contact. I mean, yeah, that was incredible. All of his contacts, you're thinking she's living with somebody else and you managed to stay chilled, stay relaxed, stay calm. That's crucial. Keeping that mindset is absolutely crucial. And you did that. Even when she said she seemed like she'd moved on fast, but was her way of coping. Yeah, you've had to put up with a crazy amount of information and you've dealt with it so well, Al Pacino. You should be very, very proud. Lontis has said it's better now. I'm glad to hear it. Alexandra said, if anything, it's more memorable to hear advice from the Emperor Dalek. Maybe I should figure out why it keeps doing it and just have that permanently as the way. So we've got 25 people in here. That's really great going. Please say hi. Let me know how you're feeling. There's plenty of you in here that haven't said hello yet. Alice said, thank you so much for all of your help, Vincent. Well, thank you, Al, for being part of the community. I've really appreciated you, sharing your story, helping others. That's the thing. When people share their story, you probably don't realise it, but you're helping others because other people will relate to fragments of your story and it helps them understand that they're not alone. And that's what we want to try to do to help people. Soren has said, I'm just afraid. that I'm too cold and will scare her away again. Okay, so make sure that in your interactions that you aren't cold. You know, you want to be happy, carefree and fun. Be positive. Be the type of person that others want to spend time with. I don't want to be seen as needy. Well, the best way to avoid being needy is to implement the no contact rule. That showcases a complete lack of neediness. Inserter said, you missed me. Inserter, I saw it say okay now, and I did read that. I haven't got anything else, so you've probably typed in a word which caused me not to see what you typed. Remember, WhatsApp is one of those words. There might be more of them. But if you type WhatsApp in, excuse me, if you type WhatsApp, it certainly won't come up. It might have been something else, but I never received anything else, Inserter, I'm sorry to say. Paula said, hi Vincent, good question. Do you think for a dumper to use your birthday as an excuse to reach out, it proves they still value you as a person and are perhaps considering their decision? So a birthday will certainly be a trigger for a dumper. It will certainly be a trigger. If you've been together a number of years in particular, they're going to remember that date. It will be a trigger. Now, it won't necessarily mean they're going to reach out on your birthday. They can do, and sometimes they do. But please don't get upset if they don't reach out on your birthday, because it doesn't always work like that. But what it does do, it acts as a trigger, and because of that, it raises your persona into their mindset. Depending on the memory of you, it could raise their level of romantic emotional attraction. And what you sometimes find is they might not contact you on your birthday, but they might contact you 3 weeks later. And what you didn't realise is that trigger started the ball rolling. Lady said, Vincent, I just feel like I lost 3 years on someone that never truly loved me. So you've just said it there. They never truly love you. So why are you feeling upset about them? Remind yourself of that, lady. You're just saying they never truly loved you, but previously you were saying you wish you was out shopping with them. I feel robbed of that time and resources that I gave to them to help, and all I got in the end was hurt feelings and asking for gifts back of me. Absolutely. Those are the feelings you need to remember, Lady Shante. You need to be remembering those feelings. We've now got 30 in my chat. Hello, everybody. Please make sure you subscribe and ring the bell for notifications and spread the word. People who are struggling right now, they're rotting away in Discord servers needing support. Share the link of this live stream everywhere you know. Let's support people going through breakup pain. Lontis has said, Inserter, just start with easy exercises as you don't want to give up. Read a lot and take on a new hobby. Inserter has said, Boss, what do you need to study to help people in breakups and marriage? I would like to help people. So my personal belief is that you need experience and research into other people's experiences. That's what I started with my own experiences and then researching other people's experiences. Once you get into that mindset, then you need something a bit more academic. That's at least what I thought. I don't know what the other coaches think. Obviously ask what they have decided to do to refer to themselves as that. But for me, I wanted some academic qualification to match up with that. So I took a course on relationship and couples counselling. That is what I decided to do to get a more well-rounded approach, so I could blend it in with my own experiences, the research that I'd done, and then with all of it combined, I managed to come up with my own theories. So Jaya said, we don't follow each other on Insta, but she blocked me after 2 months to try and get over me because she's finding it hard. Heard from a friend. Is that a good sign? I mean, I suppose, you can look at it, but it's a good sign that she is struggling to get over you in those words. But on the flip side, she's trying to stay focused on moving forward because presumably she didn't feel the relationship was working for her. So she's putting in a lot of effort to not reconnect. I would say to your friend, please don't update me on these things because that's not going to do you any good in the long term. It's going to keep you hanging on and clock watching. So I would say to your friend, please don't update me on these things. Just focus on your own journey. If your ex ever wants to get back in touch with you, your ex will find a way. Alice said, my ex didn't reach out on my birthday, but still reached out months later. Absolutely. A great example from Al right there. Inserter said, how is Motivation Club? It's going great. Thank you, Inserter. It was wonderful when you was a part of it. I understand, your reasonings for why you decided not to renew, but it's going really well. And for those of you who feel that you need a motivation boost, Motivation Club is the place to be. It's here on YouTube. It's on my community tab. But if you click on my community tab now, you will only see the public posts. If you're a member of Motivation Club, you will see all of the extra posts, in which I believe there's over 20 videos now already of Motivation Club content. That increases weekly with new motivational content. Imagine me as, instead of having a personal trainer for your physical body, I'm your personal trainer for your motivation and your mindset. If you need a motivational boost, if you need that push to move forward with your life, then you might seriously want to consider joining Motivation Club. Additionally, Motivation Club is going to have a special Christmas Day podcast that won't be on my regular channel. It's to thank you for my Motivation Club members and my Patreon members. A thank you for supporting me in that way. And they will have a special Christmas Day podcast, more aligned with helping you with a breakup on top of everything. So if you want support with motivation, if you want to join Motivation Club, then please click the link that I've just posted into the chat right now, and that will take you to the sign up page. So Inserter said, lady, I feel the same. We were together for 23 years. That is a long, long time you was together with your wife, Inserter. Carla is here. Hello, Carla. Hello from Germany. From me and Frida. All right, you're with somebody else, Carla. How's Frida? Is Frida okay? Lady Shante said, Inserter. Wow, that's a long time. Absolutely. Inserter said, cheers, Lontis. Fish Plant is here. Hello, Fish Plant. Hi, Vincent. I didn't go to the party in the end, but my ex texted me 4 messages to ask why I wasn't there. I didn't reply. Should I have done something different? I mean, it's my belief that if your ex contacts you, then you should reply. So I would have replied. But I would have tried to almost make an excuse as for why you wasn't there. I wouldn't say I wasn't there because of you. But I would have replied. I would have tried to keep things positive. I would have just said I was busy. I would have said I was unable to attend. I hope you had a good time. Matthew is here, but the message has been deleted, sadly, by the time I've got to read it. Hopefully Matthew retypes it a little lower down. The Queen has said, Vincent, is it good or bad idea to be friends with an ex who left you for someone else? If you have romantic feelings for somebody, whether they're an ex or somebody else new, then no, you should not be platonic friends with them. You should never be platonic friends with somebody that you feel romance with. Now look, if you no longer have romantic feelings for your ex, that's different. You can be friends with them, you can chat with them. But if you have romantic feelings for somebody, you cannot be platonic friends with them. Fish Planter said, even sent me a picture of a kitten for some reason with no context. So confusing. Fish Plant, I can't remember if you said your ex was with somebody else. I can't remember if they're with somebody new. But if they're single, I would certainly have replied to your ex. If they're with somebody else, you still could have replied. That depends on your own position on things. But you definitely had scope to reply. Lady Shante said, Vincent, the comments that my ex made about my body really stuck with me, even though I love myself. I'm a bit scared of going through that again in new dating situations. Lady, not all men are the same. You will not meet another man who is necessarily as cruel as that man that you was with. I would say it's very unlikely. You would be incredibly unlucky to meet somebody again who is that cruel. You've got to take a chance. Soren said, should I ever reach out, or should that only be her? And if I should, how many days? Soren, you are clearly new to my channel, and welcome. welcome to my channel. I very much appreciate you being here. I could speak all day about these things, but I do have a number of comments I've got to get through. So what I'm saying to you, Soren, and I do apologise if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but what I would say is go onto my channel, click the playlist option, and you will find a playlist called The No Contact Rule. Click that playlist and watch it through. It will speak about in depth about my thoughts and feelings on the No Contact Rule. I would love to go into more depth now, but I'm already getting behind on my comments, so sadly I'm not able to really dwell on them. And what you're asking is a pretty large question there. So please subscribe to my channel, ring the bell for notifications, click on playlist, click on my playlist called The No Contact Rule, and just listen through, and it will explain my thoughts, feelings and theories. Steph is here. Hello Steph, and I've got to Steph's message and it's been deleted. I've got there too late as well. Al Pacino said, it has started to sink in about the other guy finally, and I see things a little more clearly as time goes on more. I think it was just the contact that confused me, that all it seems more than it was. It was confusing. It was very powerful contact that your ex made with you, and it was valuable and it was real. Never think it wasn't. But sadly, your ex is wanting the best of both worlds at the moment, and you deserve more than that. Carla has said, I'll check out Motivation Club. Interesting. Frieda is my dog. Oh, Frieda is your dog. Of course. Sorry. Yes. The dog that your ex was wanting to leave something out for. Yes. Of course. Sorry about that, Carla. Yeah, your dog. Yeah, if you're interested in Motivation Club, but the link is a little bit further up from the bottom now, please click it and check it out. There's a lot of content. It's growing all the time. It's there to motivate you and get you through things. And there is going to be a special Christmas Day bonus podcast as well, which won't be on the regular channel. The Wrecker is here. Wrecker has said, please guys, don't orbit. Absolutely, you should not be orbiting your ex. It will never help. Al Pacino said, I wonder if it's been her way of almost weaning off me over the time, if that makes sense. I wouldn't say that, Al. I would say she has a higher value for you now than at the breakup. She thinks more of you now than then. She even said something as much. Did she say something like, you was once a boy, now you're a man, or something like that? She is seeing growth in you. She thinks a lot more of you. Thomas is here. Hello, Thomas. Hey, Vince. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Thomas. Hope you are well. Steph is here, and Steph has got a comment in now. Steph has said, ex contacted me about money he owed. Lent him money to currency invest. Told him it wasn't a good idea. He asked why I didn't tell him and that we could have figured something out. So your ex has contacted you about money he owed me. So that is a legal reason. That is something which is very important. People do. Whether you're a dumper or a dumpy, legal reasons, it is necessary to contact your ex. Kelly Jane is here. Hi everyone. Just popped in to say hello. Kelly Jane. We've got the old class back in action today. So Kelly Jane is here. Al Pacino is here. Susan is here, or at least Susan was here. Lady Shante is here. And the legend, who is Philip, is here, or at least was here. So many people from back in April when I did my first live stream. I had about 300 subs at the time. They gave my channel a chance. They took a chance on me. And I appreciate them so much for taking that chance. And because of those original people helping grow my channel, more and more people have seen what I'm trying to do and why I'm trying to give you the best advice and support online, the greatest breakup support club you will find. And more people are seeing what is positive, and they're starting to look away from a negativity being put out there by a lot of so-called coaches. There are a lot of charlatans and sharks out there. Please be careful. Be positive and don't hover around the people who are clearly bitter and just want to keep you down. They want to keep you down in that negative cesspit. We're joining a revolution here right now, so spread the word, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and share the links to my content everywhere where people are struggling through a breakup. Inserter said, boss, do I wish my wife a Merry Christmas? How can I wish my kids but not my wife? It's a fair point. You're obviously in limited contact with your wife. I see no reason why you couldn't. But just keep it on point. Don't make a massive long message about it. Merry Christmas. I hope you have a good day. Something like that. Wrecker has reiterated, don't orbit. Absolutely do not orbit. Oh, Steph has got more. Steph has said, and then brought up that I took a blanket and a Wi-Fi plug as well. Is he playing the victim? He's been with an 18-year-old 2 days after our breakup. We were supposed to talk this afternoon, but he's pushed it to tonight. He didn't give me time, so I told him I might be busy. So this is sounding a complex situation, Steph, but what I would say is that if your ex, 2 days after your breakup, is with somebody new, there is a strong possibility that your ex is in a rebound relationship. And for more information on that, please check out my video on rebound relationships. Because again, that's another topic which is very, very long. But I would listen to that, and that should hopefully give you some clarity. Fishplant said, yeah, she monkey branched and still with him nearly 6 months now. Yeah, so your ex is with somebody new. So I can understand why you was reluctant to reply. It's a very confusing situation, but your ex has still got a lot of interest and intrigue in you. But you deserve more than that. Inserter said, Kelly Jane Holler. Or was you saying the Spanish version of that? Hola. Wrecker repeating himself once more with don't. Orbit. Get it across, everybody. Alice said, I was always scared that my ex would think I'm seeing someone, but now I actually think it would be a good thing. I changed my privacy settings on Facebook and removed my relationship status. Good for you. And it would be good if she thought you was with somebody else. It would be good for you as well. Wrecker laugh out loud. Do you mean no hanging around? Alice said, she wasn't my friend on there. My Instagram is still public. Fishplanter said, just not mentally in a good place at the moment. Fishplant, we need to be focusing on your mental health here, moving forward, getting into a routine, lots of positivity. Maybe you want to be a part of Motivation Club. The people who've joined so far have said it's helped them keep on track. And if you need that, that might be what you need right now. Wrecker said, yes, don't orbit. Alice said, sorry for all the messages. Ow, everybody's sending messages in, don't you worry. Inserter said, okay. Kelly said, hi, Inserter. Eric has said, is responding to breadcrumbs considered breaking no contact? No, Eric, not in my opinion. I'm a big believer in breadcrumbs. And I have a video on my channel called Breadcrumbs. So if you was to check out my channel, type in breadcrumbs, you will find this video. It will answer all of your questions on that topic. It's wonderful to have so many new people to my channel in here. I really, really appreciate it. If you're wondering on a specific question, the likelihood is I've done a video on it. I've done over 300 podcasts. So there is a lot of content that you will find. So if you're struggling with a specific question, type my channel name in and look through the content that I've got. Type my name in and then type in the actual question you've got, and the likelihood is it will ping up, because I would believe that most topics I've done at least one video on. I'm always trying to grow. I'm always trying to give you the latest new advice. If I change my thoughts on something, I'll try and do an update. But if you are a dumpy and you receive breadcrumbs, that does not count as breaking no contact. I'm a big believer in breadcrumbs. I believe you can grow a huge tree from an acorn. And you should reply. Fishplanter said, can't avoid her. She was everywhere. I went this evening and she's gone to ignore her and go home. Can't keep up the pretense of being strong constantly. It's going to get to the stage where if your mental health is suffering, then the next time she contacts you, you're going to have to say to her, please, can you leave me alone? If it, your mental health has to come first. And if you're suffering from this, you might have to ask her just to give you some space. So if you need to do that, just be positive. Don't be overly emotional with it. And just speak of how you are feeling. And Sergio said, boss, when you get dumped, when does the dumper get anxiety? Your dumper will get anxiety either if they're going through a difficult time in their life or if there's been a number of triggers. Apparently the Dalek is back. Rekka said, don't orbit when you get dumped, you fools. We get the message, Rekka. We get the message loud and clear. Luana said, hey all. Hello, Luan. How are you? Steph has said, he texted me happy birthday back in October. I responded, thanks. The next day, and he said, no problem. By the way, don't go talking to others to bring people down and talk behind their backs. You're not 12 years old. Mind your own business. I never said anything to mutual people, calling them a loser or anything. I'm not sure why he said that. Really uncalled for. Steph, may I ask, please, how old are you and how old is your ex? How old are you, Steph, and how old is your ex? Because some of this I'm hearing is sounding quite immature, and I'm just trying to work out what's going on here with this. You mentioned your ex is with an 18-year-old now. How old are you both, please? Philip has said, it's awesome what you do, Vincent. Philip, I appreciate all of the community, and I appreciate you for being one of the founding fathers, you might say, of that community. Especially live stream wise. You was there at the very beginning. When I do a live stream, there'd be like 2 people in there. And then thinking like, let's give this guy a chance. You gave me a chance. And I appreciate that. I'm just trying to get across the positivity. And slowly but surely, the channel is growing. And we can turn the tables on these channels of negativity. We can turn the tables on the channels of bitterness and the channels of horrendous advice given out by people with no credentials. Ask them their credentials. What are their credentials? I have 3 pillars: experience, research into other people's experiences, and a qualification in relationship and couples counselling. What are their qualifications? Why are they here? What is their basis? Because some of the content other coaches put out is nonsense. And that is why we need to spread the word of the positivity. So please subscribe, ring the bell, and spread the word by sharing the links in Discord servers, forums. Get it out there, spread the message that there is a better way, a more positive way of doing things. Al Pacino said, seeing her happy with someone else has been so difficult for me. I can't lie about that. I think it has to be any dumpy's worst nightmare. You can tell how close we were by the contact. It's tough. It's very challenging. It's the hardest thing you'll probably ever go through that doesn't involve death. Okay? Other than death, this is most likely the most challenging thing you're going to go through for your mindset. So Carla said, boss, what is this accent of yours? Where are you from? I'm from England. Lady Shante said, Vincent, I think back and my ex seemed to be searching for a girlfriend when we met. It's almost like once he learned that I wouldn't always agree with him and that he couldn't do what he wanted. Absolutely. So, you just need to be realising that your ex was not good for you. Keep moving forward. Nikki said, hello, Nick. Started talking to a new girl. Told her about the ex-monkey branch. She said, that's the kind of girl that'll come crawling back. Feels good to be talking to a high-caliber woman, y'all. Nick is in the house. Nick is doing what all great people can do, and you can do as well, which is you will either get your ex back or you will find somebody even better. Nick has gone through the grind, and now he's clearly starting to feel better. He said, I just wanted to send good vibes that it does get better. Listen to what Nick says. Okay? Nick's here spreading the love. Lady said, we've started having problems. Lady Shante, you will find so many people better than your ex. 99% of men are better than your ex. You've just got to give them a chance. Wrecker is still informing people to move on and to forget, in his opinion. I like to use the term move forward. Move forward with your life. That is how I like to describe it myself. Steph said, I'm 25 and he's 27. Okay, so it's not like you two, are in college or nothing. Well, I suppose you could be in college, but you know what I'm saying. You're not just 17, 18 years of age. You're 25 and 27. There's sounding like the way your ex is treating you, it's sounding very immature, and I'm very sorry for the situation that you find yourself in. Ultimately, you don't need this drama, Steph. Sounds like your ex is bringing you a lot of drama. He's instantly got with somebody new who's 18 years old. He's accusing you of spreading rumours about him which you've said aren't true. A lot of drama. Distance yourself from this and move towards happiness. Anna is here. Hello, Anna. The guy that likes my ex. Well, he just got rejected by her. I'm so annoyed. Why is he trying? Anna, concentrate on your journey. Rekha said, this channel heals your brain. That's very kind of you to say, Rekha, and I really, really appreciate you saying so. But you've really allowed me there to move through a segue onto promoting my new channel. So this channel is about high energy content, giving you that boost, understanding that you need that positive energy injected into your day. But I was also informed by some people that they were struggling to sleep. I was informed by people that they needed support from a breakup in a different way. And therefore, I've created a new channel. And the new channel is tackling breakups from a completely different perspective. From a perspective of low energy content. Meditation, readings, affirmations. This will help you focus. It will help you sleep. It will help you move forward with your life by healing your soul and your brain, as Rekha kindly said that this channel does for him. Well, from what I've been told, my new channel is a more soothing and gentle approach. So it's a two-pronged attack. This channel you're on now will give you that real high energy boost to tackle your daily needs. But my new channel will help you sleep, it will help you relax. More importantly, it will help you keep a stable mindset, which is so important when you're going through a breakup, whether you want to get your ex back or whether you want to move forward and meet somebody new. Please consider subscribing to my new channel. I've just posted the link into the chat. If you think that low energy content about meditation and affirmations is going to help you, then certainly click on there and subscribe. It will help you no end. If you're thinking to yourself, look, I don't want low energy content, I just want my high energy stuff, but I want to help you out. I want to help you out, Vincent. If you want to help me out, even if you don't think low energy content is for you, if you just want to help me out, then please be so kind as to click the link I've just posted and to subscribe. It's a real big favour that you could do for me. It would help this new channel grow and therefore get to the people that do need support. The larger the channel, the more people YouTube will promote it to. And even if you don't want low energy content, plenty of people do. And the larger this new channel gets, the more people who need that support will be suggested it. So please, whether you need the content yourself or whether you just want to help me out, please click the link I've just posted and subscribe to the new channel. I would be very much appreciative if you was to do this. So Steph has said, I've had a relationship in the past of 1.5 years and I was with him for over 4 years. I would say I was his first real relationship. We was looking for a house together, even putting an offer on one. So your relationship was pretty solid. Very, very solid, Steph. And I'm so sorry to hear that it's gone off the rails right now. But right now, the best thing you can do is to try to move forward with your life and settle everything down. Remove the stress, remove anxiety. This won't mean you don't hear from your ex again in the future. Your ex could easily become single again, and at that stage she will likely contact you, and it can be your decision of what to do. Wrecker has said, you can always find somebody better, always. You will certainly find somebody better if you push forward and go through self-improvement. You will either find somebody better or you will get your ex back. It's win-win for everybody. Inserter has said, boss, have you considered doing a live stream with a dumpy or dumper? I have considered these things. It's hard to get people to want to say their story. Obviously, you may have seen, I've got videos of interviews. Not live streams, but interviews with people. And that was hard enough to get people to speak like that. But you bring up a good point, and it's something certain to look at in the future. So thank you for that. So Fish Planter said, thinking I might get away for a couple of weeks, because I can, but feels like running away. Think it would be good for my mental health, but I hate the idea of running from my problems. I don't think it's running from your problems if you're really able to help your mental health. So Al Pacino said, checking her social media became an addiction. Became as addiction almost to, and there's never anything good to be seen there. Social media is everyone's best PR stunt. Great way of wording it, Al Pacino. Certainly, you want to be removing yourself from temptation to look at your ex's social media. It will never help you. Katie is here. Hello, Katie. Great to have you in here. Hey, Vincent. Thanks for helping all of us. I went on a date with my ex last week. It went great. Should I wait for him to contact me again now? Wow, we've got... How many success stories do we want in one live stream? Katie is here. Everybody's at different stages. Katie is on the verge of getting her ex back. How fantastic is this? So Katie has been on a date with her ex last week, and it went great. Here's the question. Should I wait for him to contact me again now? It all depends in reality how the date went and how it ended. You know, what was the last thing that was said? You certainly want to be in a position where your ex understands that you're very interested in meeting again. So for instance, if your ex said to you at the end of a date, oh, please contact me if you want to see me again, then of course in that instance, you need to contact your ex. But if things were left in a general kind of term, and you are the dumpy, then I would wait to hear from your ex again. However, if it becomes a silly amount of time, for instance, let's pretend you don't hear from him, and it gets to like Christmas, then I would consider sending a Merry Christmas message. I don't think that would be the case, but just to consider that. So Kelly Jane has said, I'd just like to say, you're all going to be okay. I'm nearly 17 months on, and honestly, it does get easier. I do still think about my ex, and I wish him all the best. I've recently started talking to his daughter again, which has made me feel even happier as it's eased a lot in my mind. So stay strong, everyone. Thank you so much, Kelly Jane. It's really appreciated. Wrecker said, you can always find somebody better. Always never forget about that. Absolutely. Lady Shanta said, thank you, Vincent. Inserter said, lady, I'm here, young, free and single. Great advertisement for yourself, Inserter. Al Pacino said, the only negative things that I use to give me strength is how she acted after the breakup. She was brilliant in the relationship, and it ended after her giving me many chances to move forward with her. Al, you should be so proud of yourself and what you are doing with yourself now. You can't change the past, you can only change the future, and you have done so much for yourself. Thomas has said, Vince, your thoughts. I had enough of you neglecting me, and you was egotistic. That's why I dumped you. You now changed. Why now? I do feel we have unfinished business though, but you know I have a BF. Okay, so let's digest this. My thoughts on, I had enough of you neglecting me, and you was egotistical. That's why I dumped you. You now have changed. You now changed. Why now? I do feel we have unfinished business though, but I have a BF. So you've gone through the self-improvement, Thomas. Your ex has realised this, but I've kind of said, why now? I mean, that's a slightly silly question. Everybody gets to the stage of where they want to improve. Your response to that is, why now? Well, I've decided to improve myself. That is why. And it's great that your ex has acknowledged it. Your ex has a boyfriend. That doesn't mean they'll always have a boyfriend. You've put yourself in a fantastic position for if she ever becomes single again to contact you, but I don't want you waiting. I don't want you clock watching. You need to move forward with your life. With your ex saying that you neglected her, well, that's a lesson you need to learn. You need to make sure you do not neglect anybody in the future, ex or somebody new. Tony said, hello Tony. Hi Vin, my ex said to give us space and to give it 6 months and then reach out. I know not to listen to times, however, would this affect the no contact period if she has 6 months in her head? It's an interesting one. That's a very rare situation for a dumper to give a specific like that. I mean, I would always say, if you're the dumpy, you should be never contacting your ex unless they contact you first. But, you're in a situation where your ex has specifically said 6 months. I would still tend, as the dumpy, to never contact your ex again unless they contact you first. I know they've said contact me in 6 months, but for me, that is a peculiar suggestion. Because that is suggesting that you are going to put your life on hold. And I don't want you putting your life on hold. I think you should be going out there. And personally, I wouldn't contact her after 6 months. Rekka said, I love therapy. Rekka, if you love the therapy, I hope you're a member and a subscriber of my new channel. And Sergio said, boss, can you do videos on your ex's journey back to you, please? It's an interesting question. I've had my own success stories in the past. I've spoke about them previously. But what I found, and people, I understand why they would say this. People were saying that they want to hear from other people. Because it's all right, me or any other coach saying things about ourselves. But there's no true value in that. Because what people want to see is the success in other people. What is more valuable to you? Me telling you my story? Or somebody like Susan coming in and telling her story? Or somebody like Katie coming in and saying her story? What is more powerful? The power comes from people in the community finding happiness, getting their ex back, or finding somebody even better. So although originally I used to speak about myself a lot more, I've decided I want to take a step back. I want to showcase you as the community because that's what this is about. My thoughts, feelings, ideas and concepts have also evolved over time. I improve and I'm always increasing my knowledge. I'm always studying the situation. I'm always coming with new theories and concepts to things which worked in my instance many years ago aren't necessarily going to be the best advice that I can give you now. Things evolve, things change, things grow. And I'm always trying to give you up-to-date new advice. So although it's tempting to replicate videos I did back in the day about myself, I would much rather showcase what the community can do because I believe that is more powerful. Carla said, 40 subscribers so far and I'm one of them. Well, thank you, Carla. Carla is referencing the new channel I was referencing. The link is just a little bit up in the chat, not quite at the bottom now, a little bit further up. If you want to join the new channel, which is about meditation, readings, affirmations, and a slower, softer content to help you relax, to help you sleep, click the link and please subscribe. Philip has said, have a good night, Vincent. I'll message you on Discord sometime. Thank you, Philip. I'm not on Discord much anymore. I hope you're still here, Philip. I know that I'm reading these messages quite late on. I don't have a chance to go on Discord very often anymore, Philip. I literally go on there every couple of days just to upload the latest podcast. But thank you, Philip. If and when I see your message, I will respond, but I'm not on there as much as I used to. I'm so glad to have you in here, Philip, it's lovely to have you hear from you, and it's great to hear that you are feeling more positive. Keep on your journey, Philip. Success is your goal, and you will get there. Al Pacino said, I feel like living with him means we have a stronger bond than we did as we never did that. I would try not to compare relationships. I mean, another way of looking at it, Al, is that she lives with him, but she was messaging you some very deep stuff. So think of it that way. Philip has said, I've subbed to the new channel. Thank you, Philip. Really appreciate the support. And anybody else who has subscribed to it. Inserter said, great news. Boss, can I still see that video about smoking now I'm not in the club? Unfortunately, Inserter, that video will only be shown on Motivation Club. When I create the club within YouTube, basically, you have to do a setup where certain videos can only be in certain positions, and it's in Motivation Club. So, unfortunately, that one of for people who are not following what I'm saying here, on Motivation Club there is a video to help people quit bad habits, including smoking. And Inserter found that video very useful, but sadly that is locked within the Motivation Club membership. And for different reasons, Inserter was unable to renew his membership this month. But sadly, that is just part of Motivation Club. I'm sorry to say, Inserter. Alice said, I regret not letting my intentions be known when she's messaged. No matter what's been said or how many times she's reached out, I sometimes wonder if she thinks I'm not romantically interested. We can always beat ourselves up, Al. We can always do ifs, buts and maybes, but you've got to remember she was living with somebody else right then. You know, things would have got very, very sticky at that point. I remember saying to you at the time, you know, you have two options of which way you want to go. And I remember you saying to me, you know, you didn't really feel it morally right to go down that other route. And I would just remember that, because that is how you felt at the time, and there is nothing wrong with that. You felt morally wrong in trying to kind of start something up again while she's living with another man. And you felt you deserved more, you felt you deserved her to be single at the time, and remember how you felt at the time on that. Rekka said, I don't care anymore, move on. Rekka gets his feelings across strongly. Alice said, that being said, she has let her intentions be known by having a boyfriend. Yeah, you could say that. Inserter said, boss, what is your view on closure? So closure is, again, it's an evolving thought in my mind. Closure is something that we could all do with, but, you know, what is closure? And what does closure help us achieve? You know, these type of thoughts, they move with my mindset and how I feel about them. I would say that closure is an open-ended feeling which can be obtained even without speaking with your ex. That is how I feel right now. Inserter said, sorry boss, I meant the ex's journey back to us the dumpy. Okay, yeah, okay, so if you were just talking about a generic kind of situation with some hints and tips, I can certainly look into that and trying to do a specific video about that, Inserter, absolutely. Fishplanter said, my ex told me to block her, as every time she talks to me, I fall apart. Not sure if that's the right thing to do though. Your mental health needs to come first, Fishplant. Your mental health must come first. If you need to block your ex, you must do that. Inserter said, Rekka, how long was you with your girlfriend, and was she Spanish also? Tony said, do you think getting a job, nice car, back in the gym, and taking personal growth improvements seriously will help raise romantic attraction? I do, but let's not get things confused. It is a myth that women are only interested in money. The truth is that women place a high value in ambition. Most women place a high level of value in ambition, and the byproduct of ambition is often eventually increased wealth. So women aren't just interested in money, they're interested in people who are ambitious. So the byproduct of that is generally increased wealth over time. So getting a job, okay, that shows ambition. Getting a nice car, that could be argued as a byproduct of ambition. Getting back in the gym, and taking personal growth improvement seriously. That is ambition. Ambition to improve your health and fitness. That is what will help. Inserter has just remembered that Rekka is Spanish. I remembered Rekka was Spanish from before. Inserter, Spain 6, Germany 0. Yeah, that was the score from the other day. That England's playing right now. In a game that sadly means very little. But I digress. Rekka said, I'm not waiting for anyone. I'm living my effing life. Bye bye. Good for you, Rekka. Alpino said, if she still has those feelings for me, do you think she would find a way of letting me know? I think she has let you know by the way she spoke to you, Al. But the problem is she wants this other guy as well. She wants her cake and she wants to eat it. Now you could argue she only sees you as in a platonic way, but she's been very deep with you. It's quite difficult to know exactly what your ex wants. So it's been a great stream today. And I'm not finished yet. So you haven't got rid of me right now. But just to let people know, if you feel that my content has helped you, then please consider buying me a coffee. If I've enabled you to understand that one day in the future, you will feel happiness again. If I've raised your self-esteem, then please consider buying me a virtual coffee by clicking the link that I've just posted into the chat. Only do so if you can afford it and that you believe I've earned it. But if you do, I would be very much appreciative. If you think to yourself, I'd love to give you a tip, Vincent, but I don't use the Buy Me a Coffee website, instead I use Super Chat. Well, I do have Super Chat enabled. So anybody who wants to be so kind as to give me a tip, then you also have the option of the inbuilt feature of Super Chat here on YouTube. So if you believe that I've earned your tip and that you can afford to do so, then please consider even clicking the link to buy me a virtual coffee or to click the Super Chat feature in today's live stream into YouTube, and I would be very much appreciative of you doing so. So Carla has said, please don't forget to like. Thank you so much, Carla, for your kind words and saying don't forget to like. I really appreciate it. Spread the word. This is the greatest breakup support club online. We're not going to stop. We're going to keep going, keep growing, and keep supporting. Ala said, I hope I didn't miss a chance with her. I'll get you a coffee now, Vincent. Thank you for tonight. I'm going to have to go now. See you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Al, you have not done anything wrong to, in theory, miss out with your ex. You have done so much right in the last few months. If you don't get your ex back, it is not because of what's happened in the last few months. It was sadly due to the breakup itself. But if you don't get your ex back out, you will find somebody even better. And hopefully you will come in the stream and you will be telling the new generation of what they need to do to move forward with their life. Thank you so much, Al, for saying you'll buy me a coffee. I really, really appreciate it. Have a good night, Al. So let's keep this party going. I'm not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. My voice is feeling strong right now. Let's keep building up the amount of people in here. We've got 24 viewers. Say hello, say hi. Let me know how you're feeling. Spread the word. Spread that link. So Fish Planter said, I was doing great. until she came back into my life a month and a half ago and told me she misses me every day and she still loves me. And now I feel I'm now back to month one after the split. Perfectly understandable, and I'm really, really struggling. It's perfectly understandable, and I'm really understanding of how much you're struggling with this, because it is a very awkward situation. But the fact is, unless she's willing to end her current relationship, she can't be in a relationship with two people. So if she contacts you again and you want to speak, just reply and say, look, I will always see you as more than a friend. Please only contact me again if you are single. Inserter has said, when is the next live stream? Inserter, it is whenever I have chance. If I have chance, I get on that live stream. I will live stream as often as I can. That's why this channel is growing in a different direction to the others. I was looking at some of the other coaches. Some of them don't live stream at all. Some of them live stream once a month. Occasionally. You might get one that does one once a week for a couple of weeks and then not for ages. I'm doing 2 or 3 a week and people are saying, when's the next one? This is what we're doing here. New content every 48 hours. In-depth content. Some of the other coaches, they upload a video once every 2 weeks and it's 4 minutes long. We've got to get the positivity out there. Luana said, I haven't gotten any new messages from my ex and I'm not chasing him. I do know that he's watching my Facebook as he's liked something recently. Keep moving forward, Luann. Keep being positive. You will find happiness. And Sertra says, boss, how do you do the percentage of chance of an ex coming back? It's not an exact science, but I base it loosely on the research that I've done and the people that I've worked with. By listening to your specific unique circumstances, I can roughly put it within the realms of the amount of people I've dealt with in similar instances. But it's not an exact science. Kelvin has said the PS5 is out tomorrow. I can't wait. PS5 is my new GF. The PS5 is going to be a huge thing. Xbox obviously released their new console last week. Nintendo Switch still going strong as well. Consoles can be your new partner, absolutely. Consoles, pets, very great for taking your mind off things. Alexandra said, typically, how long does it take for a dumper to initially level out and move on? I don't think we can really speak of it like this. I think it's so different, and it varies so much from person to person. It depends on the relationship, the breakup, and the aftermath. Too many permutations. It really can't be kind of like put together in that way. Rach is here, Rach Marie. I'm not sure if Rach has been in a live stream before. Is this your first live stream, Rach? Great to have you in here. If you're new, please subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. I've done tons of self-improvement, but still have awful days. 3.5 months after the breakup. No contact for 2.5 months. He hasn't reached out at all. How do you fight feelings of hopelessness? Rach, the first thing you do is be part of my channel community. You've been in no contact a few months, you've been broken up with a few months, and it is feeling a helpless, challenging task, and it will do. But it's still very early days within your breakup situation. I've got many videos on this very topic, so I'm assuming that you're new to my channel. I suggest you go through the playlists. Okay, there's a playlist, for instance, about Breakup Journey, I think I called it, or something. I can't even remember the name of my own playlists. I'm going bonkers. But what I would say is that you need to go through my playlists, because if you can think of a subject, I've probably already done a video on it. And I'll always be doing new and improved and enhanced videos. So when you're trying to tackle hopelessness, you need to be filling in the holes that the breakup has caused you. Imagine the holes are like the holes on the wall. So say, for instance, if you moved a photo of your ex from your wall, there is a physical hole. And you want to be filling that hole with a photo of yourself, for instance. But you also need to be filling in the emotional holes. I've done videos on this in depth. Insertra said, best live stream in the world. Wow, that is something I really take kindly to hear you say, Insertra. Very, very kind.
I know you've checked out other coaches. I encourage you to. Let me know the coaches you think are good. Let me know the coaches you think are bad. I don't have any type of jealousy whatsoever. You know, check out the other coaches and you will connect with the ones you feel that you have an affinity with. You know, you will connect with the coaches that you feel that can be trusted and can push you forward in positivity. I have no fear on that. So when Inserter says best live stream in the world, I appreciate this. I know Inserter listens to other content, and good for him. You know, you want to be going around, you want to find out what you like. Let me know who you like, let me know who you don't. Fish Planter said already done that, and she still contacts me. Do I tell her to leave me alone? Fish Planter, it's affecting your mental health. So say it once more. Please only contact me again if you're single, and then if she continues, you might need to consider blocking. So Rach said, I miss our bond and strong relationship, and I'm still struggling to believe something better is out there. Rach, you will get there. You've said it's your first time. I just found you 2 days ago. You found me 2 days ago, Rach. I really appreciate you being here. You're now part of the community. You're part of this community that's going to move forward. It's win-win for you, Rach. It's win-win. You will either get your ex back or you will find somebody even better. You can't lose. You can't lose. Become part of the community. Subscribe. Ring the bell. I upload content every 48 hours. Every 2 days, there's new content. The new videos tomorrow. I live stream as often as I can. Often multiple times a week and multiple times of a day. Tackling the time zones around the world. You will get there, Rach, because we will carry you. We're all there together. We're holding hands and we're walking forward. Nobody can stop us getting to happiness. Inserter said, is there ever someone you could say there is definitely no chance of the ex coming back? I think there's 99.9% recurring chance you could say to some people, but even them, you would have to say there's always a possibility. And the 99.9% recurring would be people that have probably been imprisoned because they was blocked and kept stalking their ex, and then eventually was cautioned by the police, and then kept going, and then eventually was put into prison. They would be the people who have the least chance. Carla has said, why are there only 7 likes, people? We have more than 20 people in here. Thank you, Carla. That's very, very kind of you to say. I mean, only like this stream if you like it. We've built up to 34 people at one time. I appreciate every single like. Every like that people give, I appreciate. So as I was saying, Rach said, just found me 2 days ago. New people are welcome. You join in a community that is heading towards happiness. We're on that journey together, marching through. You can't stop us. Inserter said, I hit the like. Support the boss. Thank you, Inserter. Thank you so much. Tony said, I like you and Topic X. Both really calm my anxiety. So we've got a plus for Topic X here. Good for Topic X. Tony likes your content, and thank you so much, Tony, for liking mine. Inserter said, I was flying over on your last live stream Sunday. Yeah, you wasn't here actually, I remember now. Great to have you back here. Rachel said, awesome. That is great, thank you. I'm just glad you're here, Rachel. I'm glad you found the positivity that is within my channel community. So Fish Planter said, thanks Vincent, we'll let you know how it goes. Always feel better after these live streams, even though it's 4 a.m. Appreciate your input. 4 a.m? Remind us where you are, Fish Plant. Please remind us where you are. 4 a.m? That's crazy. I've still got more energy in me. I've got more energy to keep going. My voice normally packs up after about an hour. It's still going strong, but I need you. I need you to push me forward. The viewers are going down. It's like the more I talk, the more people are leaving, so I probably should shut up. We're down to 17 people. Let's grow this. Who needs help? Fish Plant is in Indonesia. That is a huge country, incidentally, for people who like their geography. One of the largest countries you will find. Huge country. Thank you so much for being a part of this, Fish Plant. Inserter said, CK gives good advice. Love chat is relaxing. Truth of love is deep advice. But Clutch get up my nose sometimes. Why? Why does Clutch get up your nose? Let's speak about all of this. Let's find out who you like and who you don't, and what we can do to make this even better. So for those of you who are struggling with your motivation, I've just posted into the chat the link to my Motivation Club. Motivation Club is where I act as your personal mindset trainer. And it is a special club here on YouTube, here on my channel. Motivation Club will give you that extra boost, that kick up the backside, that arm round the shoulder you need to push forward with your life. Motivation Club provides weekly extra content, but nobody else can see, only Motivation Club members, and it is found on my community tab. If you click on the community tab, you will see all of the posts that are for the public, that for everybody to see. But if you are a Motivation Club member, you will also see the Motivation Club content. There's already 20 videos on there. If you join now by clicking that link, you'll have access to all of them right now, as well as all of the new Motivation Club content that I upload every single week, increasing this week by week, giving you that boost. This Christmas Day, I will also be doing a special podcast, which will only be for Motivation Club members and my patrons, as a special thank you for supporting me extra. So if you want an extra special podcast on Christmas Day, you will find it on Motivation Club and my Patreon. Click the link if you want to join Motivation Club and get that extra motivational boost to help you on your journey to fulfillment. So Fishplant said it's a huge country, but I live on a tiny island, 5 kilogram circumference. Wow, that's why I can never avoid her. You speak fantastic English, by the way. I mean, what is the first language of Indonesia? Please tell me your situation. Inserter said, but the boss does the best live stream. Thank you, Inserter. Where are other coaches? I challenge with other coaches. Why do you live stream so little? Half of the coaches never live stream. The other half, most of them do one a month. Occasionally one might do one a week for a few weeks, then they pack up. I challenge them to do more. Rachel said, I like CK. Who is CK? I like CK and Art of Love as well. First time using no contact, and I had no idea it would be this difficult. I didn't even know no contact was a concept. Rach, it's probably important for me to say, my version of a no contact rule does differ from some other coaches. Okay? I don't know what version of no contact rule you're using. My suggestion is that you click onto my playlists. You will find a playlist called the no contact rule. Please watch that playlist, in particular the first video, because it explains my theory of a no contact rule and why I believe that my theory of a no contact rule will give you the best possible chance of one day getting your ex back. So please check out my version. Carla said, I also like Lucia from Art of Love. Interesting. Tony said, anyone watch Coach Lee? And Sergio said, boss, whose advice should we take? Well, personally, I started my own channel in the reality that I never found anybody's advice that I felt fully matched my concepts and thoughts. Back in the day, when I watched a few people, there was only a few channels out there really that I felt any slight affiliation with, but not even them fully. That is why I decided to start my own and to branch out by myself. So nobody fully, there was nobody who I fully liked their whole advice. And so it said, should us men go on red pill? This whole pill thing, I know very little about it, but what I do know is it normally coincides with bitter behaviour, and I'm not for that. CK's Craig Kenneth, okay, right, well, yeah, I mean, I might as well say now since we brought him up to it, Craig Kenneth was one of the people that I did like quite a lot of his stuff. Not everything, not 100%, but Craig Kenneth was certainly one of the better ones from when I used to check people out. Fish Planter said, I'm English. That's probably why you speak so good English. And you've ended up in Indonesia. That's a long way away. Alexander said, isn't Red Pill MGTOW? Absolutely. This whole Red Pill MGTOW, all of that kind of stuff, it's not really for me. I'm a big believer in positivity, and I'm against bitterness and negativity. CK Craig Kenneth, yeah, I should have got that inserters laughed. Rachel said, yeah, I listened to yours. Listen to your never contact them unless we contact you first. Absolutely. There are a few exceptions, a few nuances, but that is the basic principle. I'm glad you've listened to it, Rachel. Inserter said, I listened to about 8 different coaches. Wow, Inserter, give us some reviews. As I said, I'm not jealous in any way, shape or form, so feel free to discuss it. Give your reviews, 8 different coaches, I'd love to hear. Rank them out of 10, Inserter, and be honest. It doesn't bother me whatever rating you give me, just be honest with it. Fish Planter said, no contact is brutal, but it works. A detailed video on what to do after no contact would be useful, as I never find anything on YouTube. Coaches seem to make you pay for that info. Okay, Fish Plant, yeah, certainly something for me to look into. You might find that info, though, I did a mini-series called Get Your Ex Back. Get Your Ex Back Part 1, Part 2 and Part 3. Get Your Ex Back Part 3 was 28 minutes long, and it did include after no contact. So that might be a video you want to check out of mine. Kelvin has said, I hope that Christmas this year will be more or less the same as last year in the UK. Hopefully with a new vaccine we can get back to normality soon. Unfortunately, Kelvin, I don't think it will be. I think they will lift restrictions so the rule of 6 is allowed in-house. But no, I don't think the vaccine will be kicking in until late winter, February, March time, I would suggest, into the spring. Carla said, Lucia, no contact forever minus reacting to breadcrumbing. Interesting. Tony said, I think you stand out with the live streams because you give free advice. And other coaches only want to sell their advice. They don't really care like you do. Well, thank you, Tony. Thank you so much. I mean, look, this is my job. This is my living. I have bills to pay. So my time, I do have to charge for. So when I do my email coaching, when I do my audio coaching, I do have to charge for. I have to pay my bills. Dedicating all that time, I have to do that because otherwise I won't be able to live. And otherwise I would have to get another job. And if I got another job, then I wouldn't be able to do it. So it's a catch-22. So basically, I charge for my time. So I charge for my email coaching. I charge for my audio coaching. I charge for the books that I've wrote. They took me a lot of time. And I charge for, there's a small monthly fee for Motivation Club. And people kindly donate money to Patreon. They give a tip, they buy me a coffee, they give me a super chat. I appreciate it so much. But I will give as much free advice as I can. When I'm doing my podcast every 48 hours, that is a lot of free advice. Okay, I put the adverts in there. Again, I have to pay my bills. There's over 300 podcasts out there, which if you can just put up with the ads, it's free to listen to. Most of these other coaches, their videos are like 5 minutes long. I'm going out there 10, 12, 15 minutes long on some of these. There's a few ads, yes, but you're getting free content. The way I would describe it is that if you was going to a proper coach or counsellor that had a physical room, you wouldn't knock on the door and walk inside and say, I just want your advice for free, and all of that, which is why I have to charge for what I have to charge for, in respect of my time, because theoretically I could be doing this within an office. But I like to help the world. I like to help as many people as possible. The difference between me and the other coaches, from what I've been told, is that they put everything behind a paywall, whereas I don't. I try to give as much free advice as I can. And that is why I hope I stand out in that respect. So I have to make a living, I have to live, I have to pay my bills, But if I can give it out for 3, then I will. And I like to think that stands out. And Sergio said, to all, what can I do to fill my time up whilst I'm in isolation? Is Corey Wayne red pill? Incidentally, Corey Wayne was the other person that I liked quite a lot back in the day. I've not listened to him in years. I can't speak to him about him right now. But back in the day, it was Corey Wayne and Craig Kenneth were the two that I felt stood out. But I didn't agree with everything they said. I felt Corey Wayne was quite cold in some of his approach. But in general, those were the best two, I felt. And Sergio said, Fishplant, nice one. Tony said, top 3. And Sergio said, boss, should I get counselling? Counselling is great for people. I do suggest if you can get counselling in Serta, then you should. You might be able to get it on the NHS, I'm not sure. Fishplanter said, yeah, I listened to it, but most vids end in begin to regrow the attraction, but how, especially if the ex is seeing someone new. When your ex is seeing somebody new, you need to be kind of trying to remove your thoughts from growing the attraction in their eyes deliberately to it just being a byproduct of you moving forward with your life. Alexandra said infection rates are still climbing. They are, sadly. I do think that Christmas Day, Boxing Day, they might allow the rule of 6 to be relaxed, but I think it's going to be a while yet before we're back to normal. Inserter said, can you do counselling? I'm qualified to do relationship and couples counselling, so I'm qualified in that respect. I'm not qualified to do broader counselling. The thing is about counselling, though, Inserter, is it's a very expensive situation, counselling. So I would suggest seeing if you can get it on the NHS, because I know you've told me you've got financial difficulties, you don't have a job right now. So although I am qualified to do counselling, it is an expensive situation. So if you can get it on the NHS, I suggest you do that instead. Additionally, I'm a qualified counsellor, but I prefer to do coaching. There is a difference. Coaching is where you set challenges, you set tasks, you set goals, you really kind of set homework, you might say. Counselling, not so much. Counselling is about giving somebody the tools, but not really putting them in that kind of mindset. So I prefer coaching. I like Fishplant. Great questions. I like Fishplant. Fishplant said, thank you. And Sergio said, yeah, it's going to kill me when she comes out that she's met someone new. Don't think of it like that, Inserter. Keep moving forward with your life. Concentrate on that. You can get counselling through the Love Chat at £40. That's good for the Love Chat. A month? Okay. I mean, I'm not entirely sure how they do that. When you say, how are they doing counselling £40 a month for the Love Chat? What are they giving for £40? I'm curious to know. So everybody, we've got 19 people in the chat. Let's dry it off a little bit. Please say hi, please say hello, please let me know about your situation. Talk about what's on your mind. I'm still going strong. I'm still talking. I'm still here. Inserter said messaging video chat for £40. I was told the Love Chat's fees the other day, and it didn't sound like that from what I was told. Rachel said, I haven't found that, and I believe your rates are very reasonable. I just checked your site. Thank you, Rach. That's really, really kind of you. I really, really appreciate you saying that. From what I understand, my rates, I think, are basically as cheap as you can find for what I offer. Not only that, the speed. I've been told that some of these coaches, they'll say, oh yeah, we can arrange some coaching, but it will take 2 weeks. Mine's a lot quicker than that, a lot sooner than that. And Rach said, yeah, that's what I've just found. Thank you, Rach. I appreciate that. I give my all. I give my all to the community. And we'll try to support people. For me, it's about you finding happiness. Not all of you will get your ex back. There is no 100% guaranteed way to get your ex back. What I want to do is guide you to happiness. You will either get your ex back, or you'll find somebody even better, and I will support you. Rachel said, I just looked at the website, and the cheapest is the Love Chat, $60 for 30 minutes. $60 for 30 minutes. I'm charging £80 for an hour. Interpreter said it's called BetterHelp. Lady said, I just want to say, Vincent, for the information that you provide in the videos and the timely feedback in the live streams, that you are very reasonable in prices and gracious for doing what you do. I really appreciate that, lady. I really genuinely appreciate it from the bottom of my heart to yours. Thank you. Carla has said, I'm a little tired and Frida already snoring. Oh, Frida. You'll have to send us a photo of Frida, Carla. If you send me a photo of Frida, if you ever want all of us to see Frida sometime, I will post a photo of Frida on my community tab for everybody to say hello. That's up to you. So I'll call it a day. Thank you, boss and community. Well, thank you, Carla. I hope you and Frida have a good evening. Interpreter says, sorry, boss, don't mean to give 3 ads. No, it's fine. Absolutely, anything's fine. Thea said hello. Hello, Thea. Great to have you in here. How are you today? Interpreter said, boss, what videos are coming up? Oh, there's some good videos coming up, my friend. Some very good videos. Carla said, I'll try to send a pic. Oh, wow, Carla, yes, if you send a photo. Carla, send it to my email address. Look on screen. You'll see my email address. Send the photo of your dog to my email address, and I will post it on my community tab. Providing you give me the rights to. If you say I can post it, then I'll do that. Nobody can give it some love. Thea said, good, Vincent. How about you? I'm great, Thea, thank you. I'm really, really good. I'm just going to answer a question that Inserter had. Inserter was wondering what videos are coming up. It's a very good question. I'm trying to remember the exact title of tomorrow's video. I don't want to get it wrong. But tomorrow's regarding no contact, I believe. And there's a video coming up about texting your ex coming up as well. There's some really, really good ones coming up. So if you guys haven't done this already, I'd really be appreciative if you was to click this link and subscribe to my new channel. So on this channel, I'm giving you breakup support, very high energy, high velocity breakup support. Some people said to me they wanted low energy support. They wanted support to help them sleep. They wanted affirmations. They wanted meditation. So I made a new channel. It's a new channel tackling breakups from a different perspective. Low energy. If you need help to relax, if you need help to sleep, if you need affirmations, if you need meditation, it's all on the new channel. Please click the link to the new channel. Please subscribe. Even if that doesn't sound like your kind of thing, even if you only want high energy, then please do me a favour. Help me out. Give me a helping hand. Click the link and subscribe to my new channel. I'd be very much appreciative if you was to do this. Carla said, okay, dogs are great companions and they don't dump on you. Thanks, Carla. Yeah, if you want me to share a photo of your dog on my community tab, then please send me a photo of your dog to my email, and I will post it on my community tab and we'll get some love for your dog. Inserter said, boss, have you considered working with someone else? Do you mean another coach? Well, I'll tell you a little secret. I've had 2 different coaches reach out to me asking to do collaborations, and I declined both of them. Because at the moment, I'm happy doing my own thing. Caleb has said, never had experience with dating apps. Are they worth finding people worthwhile, or is it hookup culture? Caleb, I am a connoisseur of online dating. Okay, you can absolutely find the love of your life online dating. I like to think I know everything and more about online dating. You know, when I do my email coaching and my audio coaching, it doesn't have to just be about getting your ex back. It can be about getting a new girlfriend, new boyfriend, using online dating. You know, I'm going to be doing more videos on online dating. There's a few already there. I did some in the past when I started my channel, but I got rid of most of them because I prefer how I do my videos now to how I did then. So I need to do new ones on online dating. You can absolutely find success online dating. Absolutely. Inserter said, I don't miss the dogs where I was living. All right, okay. Thera said, regarding to my ex, she broke up with 8-month rebound, and we were casually dating, but I'm not sure to get back with her. Wow, another success story. Are people counting how many success stories we've had today? Here's another one. Thea. She broke up with her rebound after 8 months, within the year, as I say rebounds are, after she dumped Thea, and now she's dating Thea again. Absolutely wonderful. I think, if I'm counting right, have we had 4 success stories since today's live stream started, or is it 3? 3 or 4 success stories. Inserter was saying, barking all bloody day, driving me mad. Women on online dating apps are all looking for long-term relationships. I wouldn't say all of them are, but a lot of them are. Rach said, Thea, did you use no contact? How long did it take? So Michaela said, I will write to my ex asking to meet up. I'm losing it. Mikhail, remember what you promised me? You said you was going to contact a local doctor. You said you was going to contact a local doctor or counsellor. Have you done that? You did promise me you would. Please tell me you did on Monday. You're struggling with your mental health and you need to speak with a qualified local professional. Yes, I did. Well, I'm glad to hear, Mikhail, that you did contact a local doctor and or counsellor. Please make sure you go and see them. Book an appointment and speak with them about your mindset. This is only temporary. You will get through this. I promise you'll get through this. You've got to stay stable-minded and strong. Speak with people who can help you on this. You will get through it. Thera said, she initiated contact countless times when she was still with him. I used to do full no contact and cut the conversation short. Rachel said, hang in there, Mikhail. Listen to Vincent be brave. Thank you, Rach. Mikhail has been going through a very, very challenging time. Very challenging time. And anybody suffering from a mental health, please contact your local doctor and speak with them. They can help you. You've got to stay strong and keep moving forward. Rachel said, good job, Thea. Absolutely fantastic job, Thea. Well done. Great to have another success story here. Insertra said, what can you use to motivate yourself back? I mean, without meaning to self-promote, Inserta, that is why I talk about my motivation club. I mean, I try to give you that boost. Motivation, if you don't have a coach like me motivating you, has to come from within. A good way to do it is exercise. Exercise with the endorphins can kick you into this. But sometimes you need that extra boost, and that's what Motivation Club is all about. It has got a lot more videos since you left Inserter. It's a growing concept. Hopefully one day in the future you might like to rejoin and you can let me know your thoughts. Thera said, thank you, Marie. Rachel said, exercise is one of the only things that helps me with my anxiety right now. And these videos, thank you, Rach. You're very, very kind. Exercise is key. The endorphins help your mindset, helps your health and fitness. It removes the extra adrenaline you have, and the byproduct of it makes you more attractive because it's improving your health and fitness. So if you feel that my content has helped you, then please consider buying me a coffee. If I've allowed you to understand that one day in the future you will feel happiness again, and if I've raised your self-esteem, then please consider buying me a virtual coffee by clicking the link that I've just posted into the chat. Only do so if you can afford it and that you believe I've earned it, but if you do, I would be very much appreciative. If you would rather tip me using the super chat option, I do have that enabled here on YouTube, so if you are more familiar with that and you would like to use super chat, once again I would be very much appreciative, but only do so if you can afford it and that you believe I've earned it. Inserter said, is it okay to use your ex as motivation to get you back? You've got to use anything you need as motivation. You might be thinking, I've got the motivation to get fit and healthy because of my ex dumping me. In fact, it's perfectly understandable. Most of us react to a negative situation in our life. Michaela said there is no chance. Michaela, you will feel happiness again. With or without your ex, you will have a positive future. Rachel said, Inserter, take the focus off the person and focus it on yourself. Think about all you have to offer the world and improve on that. Thera said the problem is at the moment that she always says that I should do a drop out from college and start working, and she always talks about money. Now it's disappointing she's always speaking about that, but most women are not interested in money, even though that's the rumour. Most women are interested in ambition, and money is the byproduct of ambition. Besides college, I have 2 business ideas that I want to develop, but if I go back with her, I don't think I will have enough time to build them. What should I do? You need to be focusing on your journey and doing your business. Absolutely. That is key to your happiness. Mikhail said, I can't function at work and it's a new job. Mikhail, I know you've said you've contacted your local doctor, but please make sure you are seeing them and they can take the appropriate action to help you. I am concerned you are dropping into a depression and you need professional help with that. Local professional help. And Sertra said, what job is it? Social work. Okay, so social work, it's very crucial that your mindset is right for that. Go and see your doctor tomorrow. That is what I would say. So who's been in one of my live streams when we've crossed the 2-hour mark? I think it's been a while, if I'm honest. Christian is here. My ex left me for someone else and got engaged shortly after. Just saw they recently got married. It's been 2 years since we broke up. I miss her so much. Why wasn't I good enough? Now let's try to take this back, Christian, because you need to see yourself in the light you are now, okay? So let's remove yourself from the situation. I want you to be focusing on who you are now. Questioning why you weren't good enough is not going to help you right now. Because at the end of the day, your ex made a decision that they thought was going to be beneficial for their life at that point. It doesn't necessarily mean that you weren't good enough. It just means that you weren't aligned in your ex's mind. It doesn't necessarily mean you weren't good enough. It doesn't mean you wasn't better. It just means that your ex didn't see you as an aligned relationship that was going to give them fulfillment. Now that hurts a lot, but we need to be focusing on your journey, Christian. your journey, and who you are now, and who you will be tomorrow, and who you will be next week, and who you will be next year. Because you will find somebody better than your ex who ticks more boxes than your ex ever did. So stick with a program, believe in yourself, believe in the concept. One step forward every day of the week, we will get you there. Inserter has queried whether social work is for old people. And Michaela said, I'm going tomorrow morning. I'm very glad to hear that, Michaela, very glad. Inserter said, boss, I will never leave you. And Michaela has said no. Tomorrow morning, you are going to get the support that you need. And this is a very positive step you're taking, Michaela. We're growing again. We're back up to 23, 24 people. We've just hit 2 hours of live streaming. And I'm still going for more. I'm not stopping. If you give me the support and the love, I'll stay. Okay? Can we get 10 likes? Can we get 10 likes on this live stream? We've got 9. Is there anybody else who's in here who actually likes what is going on here? Can we get to 10? Rachel said, what time is it? Where you are, Vincent? Rach, I live in England and the time is 8:52 p.m. But I try to support people from all around the world. There's been numerous times I've actually woke back up at 3 a.m. to do a live stream so it supports the North American people in their evenings. Tony said, how about a 24-hour live stream? You know what? Maybe one day that could be something. But I think then I really would be saying, look, can people buy me some coffees? Can people give me some super chats? If that was the case, a 24-hour live stream, I think I'd need that to keep going. I'd be using the virtual coffees as real ones. Michaela said, the pain is hard. How do you cope, Michaela? We have all been in this position. We move forward. The pain will subside. I promise you, the pain will subside. Rachel said, oh, I see. 10 now. Wow, 15 likes? Where's all this come from? We was only on 9 a moment ago. We was only on 9. Now we're at 15. Thank you so much, everybody. And Jimbo has given it a like. Jimbo's walked in at the 2-hour mark. It's lucky that my voice hasn't gone this evening because I'm still here, going strong, 2 hours into this stream. Christian has said, I saw a friend over the weekend and she told me my ex made a huge mistake and the guy she's with is an a-hole. I want you to be concentrating on your journey now, Christian. Let's not clock watch. Let's not concentrate on your ex now. Concentrate on your own journey. Tony said, I can't believe not even 10 likes, so rude. You're very kind, Tony. We've got to 15 though now. So I appreciate it. That means that there's 10 people in here right now who aren't liking what they're listening to. But you're here, so I still like you. Theory said, and when we talk about relationship, she forbids me to go out with my friends and stop going out completely. Is it a sign of toxic personality? Fear, I suggest you concentrate on your journey, your businesses, and you find a woman who is not going to restrict you. And Sertra said, I asked her to meet at once, but she said she doesn't meet strangers. Tony's laughing. Rachel said, well, Tony, you can't like it unless you have your own personal channel, and I never had one until today for this chat. I just appreciate people being here. Look, I'm only teasing. The people who haven't liked it's fine. I'm only teasing. And Sertra said 16 likes. We're up to 16. We're hitting the heady heights of 16. I'm going to go faint. Either that or the fact that I've been speaking for over 2 hours straight with very little breaks and oxygen is becoming of short supply inside. Michaela said good night and thank you, Macau. Good luck with tomorrow, okay? We're all with you. We stand with you. We hold hands as we walk forward together. As a team, as a community, you will get through this. Good luck at the doctors tomorrow. Christian said, I'm 28 and I don't see how I'll ever meet someone else. Christian, you will meet somebody else and you will meet somebody even better, and you will come into this live stream and you will explain to everybody about why they were better. Rachel said, well, Christian, I'm 36. Christian was plenty of time. There's plenty of time for you, Christian. Inserter has just acknowledged the 17th like. Thank you so much, everybody, from the bottom of my heart. CV is here. Hello, CV. Hi, Vincent. I've just learned that my ex's rebound was already playing a role in her life, even weeks prior to the breakup. Is it rebound or planned cheating? Thanks, great question. It all depends in reality of how well they really knew each other. Even if they was casually seeing each other, as hard as that is to hear, or speaking and emotionally cheating, at the end of the day, they wasn't properly having a relationship. They wasn't living in each other's life. They wasn't dating and having a relationship full on. And therefore, it will still come as a shock to when they do. So it's probably still a rebound. Inserter has said likes. Christian has said, I feel like the whole point of having a wife and a life partner is to grow together. Growing together is the key, but it's got to be with people you both feel comfortable with. And Christian, you will find somebody even better than your ex. Inserter said 18. Well, on my screen it still says 17. So maybe that never happened. Inserter says, let's get it to 21. I don't think it's possible we can get this to 21. Tony said monkey branch. Monkey branching, in my opinion, is when somebody is always looking to upgrade. You could be in a relationship for a very long time, but the feelings are still very shallow and they will upgrade in their opinion ASAP. They will always have that in them unless they go through counselling. Inserter, I must say I've been very impressed with how you've gained all of these likes for my stream. I've really appreciated you doing that. Is there any chance you could do the same for my new channel? Inserter, can you use your magic to get people to subscribe to the new channel? I really want this to grow. It's helping people tackle breakups from a different perspective. Meditation, affirmations, readings. It helps with your sleep. It helps with your anxiety. It helps lower your stress levels. This current channel is high energy. My new channel is low energy, completely different. But if you tackle your breakup situation from both ways, it's a two-pronged attack to success. Maybe Inserter could rally the troops and we can really start to grow this new channel. Even if you feel like you're not really into the slow-paced stuff, other people are. Other people are telling me they're struggling. And the slow-paced stuff helps with sleep. It helps with our anxiety. And the more people who subscribe to the new channel means that YouTube will push it out to more people. So even if you're not really into it, please do me a favour and subscribe to the new channel. I've posted the link in the chat. If you haven't checked it out yet, please click the link. Please give it a sub. Tony said, I laughed the first time I heard you on the second channel. Now I listen every night. The second channel is very different. The second channel couldn't be more different. It is absolutely completely different. And the main reason I did it is because people were saying to me, I can't sleep. I'm feeling stressed. I like your stuff, but it's hyping me up. And I really want to chill out. So I made the channel. The second channel is so different. It's so different. Inserter said, boss, if and when you get back together, should you bring up their cheating? Personally, I don't suggest bringing up your previous relationship or breakup until your ex does. At what time you go delicately through it and really watch out for the landmines. CV said, is my ex having a rebound really increases my chance of re-attracting them back? We were 3 years together, but this new rebound of hers made the same intimacy with her within 3 months. Thanks. It does sound like a rebound red flag, but I would say what this means is there's an increased possibility of your ex ending this relationship or being dumped themselves within a year. I wouldn't say it necessarily increases the chance of you getting back together against somebody not in a rebound. I would say your chances stay similar. Lady Shanta said, Vincent, I would like to add that what really makes me feel bad is that my ex began taking pictures of with that girl he claimed was just a friend right before I blocked him. Yeah, it's no wonder you felt so bad, Lady Shante. That is cruel and horrible behaviour. I don't suggest you get your ex back. Okay, I'm not one of these coaches who says everybody get their ex back. Not at all. I look into your unique situation and your story. I want to guide you to happiness. Lady Shante, no. Do not get your ex back. Keep him blocked. Move forward with your life. You will find somebody better. Inserter said, even if you only had a feeling they cheated, I would never bring that stuff up until the ex brought it up. So Lady Shante was saying, I felt foolish ever since I saw it. Don't feel foolish. You can move forward with your life now, lady. You're in a much better position. Avinash, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Sir, please give me tips. I can't move on. 2 months past the breakup. The girl seems so happy. 2 months, that is a very small amount of time. I know what you're thinking. It feels like an eternity, but it's not. It's a very, very small amount of time. And you will get through this. You're in a tunnel of gloom and despair, but keep moving forward and you will get through it. Don't look at your ex's social media. Don't listen to what they're doing. Concentrate on yourself. Neil is here. Hello, Neil. How long have you been here? I've been live streaming for 2 hours 10 and I'm feeling high as a kite. I think this is what happens when I run out of oxygen. When I'm speaking too much, I feel like I'm depleted of oxygen. It almost gives me a second wind. The good news is my voice is still here. Okay, normally I've lost my voice and I have to go. Just a disclaimer, if anybody didn't get that joke, I am not really high as a kite. Okay, I'm high on life, and that is all. Sadly, you have to say these things nowadays. So Neil has said, great listening. To all of the advice, Vincent, you really are up there with the best of them. I need to go now. Until next time. Thank you, Neil. I really, really appreciate your kind words. I try my best. I give it my heart and my soul, and hopefully that is reflected in the content I produce and put out there. And the second channel, wink wink, that's also now there, wink wink. Please subscribe to the second channel, wink wink. Jimbo, high as a kite. Yeah, I know, the disclaimers you have to give nowadays is purely on life, I can assure you. Carla has said, I sent the picture of Frida, Vincent. So Carla has got a best friend in her dog, Frida. She sent me a photo of Frida, and I will be uploading this to my community tab later today. And when I do, please make sure you give it a like. We're trying to give everybody the support they need, and Carla's been going through the struggle. So if we give Frida, her dog, some love on the community tab, if and when I post, well, not if, when I post it later on, I think that will give Carla a boost. So look out for that, everybody. Avanash, so I was in a relationship for 6 months. It was toxic. And the girl also manipulated an abusive relationship. You don't want to be with this girl. You do not want your ex back. It was toxic. You will find somebody even better. Keep moving forward. Inserter said, lady, how can you even think of going back with him when you can have me? Absolutely. Jimbo has said, looking forward to seeing your dog, Carla. Yeah, I will put it up. It'll be late. It'll probably be in a few hours. I will get to that on my community tab. To be updated on the community tab, I believe you have to subscribe and ring the bell. So obviously do that, please, if you haven't already. On here, my main channel. Also do it on my new channel if you want to be a pal. 2 hours, 13 minutes. Now, I have done live streams of over 2 hours before, but I think we're reaching uncharted territory right now. Uncharted territory. 2 hours, 13 minutes. I appreciate each and every one of you being in here and giving me that love and that support. If you feel that my content has helped you and you've enjoyed listening to me suffering with a lack of oxygen due to speaking too much, please consider buying me a virtual coffee by clicking the link that I've just posted into the chat. Only do so if you believe my advice has helped you and has been beneficial, and that you can afford it, of course. If you want to use Super Chat instead, I'll appreciate that just as much. Whether you give me a Super Chat or click on the link to buy me a virtual coffee, everything is appreciated, and I love all of the community. Only do it if you can afford it and that you believe that I have earned it. So we're on 17 likes from what I can see. And Sergio said, hit those likes. Avinash said, how much time it takes to move on and how can I get into a long-term relationship to a marriage prospect? Avinash, I've got a feeling you're new to my channel, so please subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. I have a playlist dedicated to building attraction. You might want to check that out. It's one of my least viewed playlists, but it's very, very important, and I will be concentrating on that in the future just as much as the other content I upload. There is no time limit to recovery. You've got to take one day at a time. One day at a time. Just improve day by day, step by step. You will get there. Don't race to the finish line because you won't get there. You have to take things in your own time. Inserter said, like is the least we can do for Vincent the boss. Thank you. Lady has laughed at Inserter. Inserter said 18. Still saying 17 on my screen. CV said, Vincent, I always hear about improving self during no contact. I'm already in a post-grad level. I've gotten fit. I have a good career. I have many friends. What else do I improve? Thanks. CV, my challenge to you is to learn a new language. It can be very, very beneficial. If you don't, so you obviously speak English. The second most valuable language to you would be Spanish. If you already speak Spanish, the third most important language to you would probably be Russian. So my two biggest suggestions would be Spanish and or Russian. That is what I would say to move into. It can help you with business. It can help you with your connections. Imagine if you met a new person and they was from one of those countries. And you can speak some, you don't even have to be fluent, you can speak some stuff. That's what you should be doing. Lady Shante said, Vincent, you have a point. I have to continue pressing forward. Part of me feels like his actions may have been intentional, going from an engagement to posting with other women, just cruel. He's absolutely cruel. You do deserve better and you will find better. Avinash, sir, I've subscribed and I am looking to buy you a virtual coffee for you, sir. Thank you so much, Avinash. I appreciate your kind words and your support. These virtual coffees help me continue when I've been live streaming for over 2 hours and 17 minutes with no more than 10-second breaks here and there. Big fan of you from India. Wow, all the way from India. I really, really appreciate your support and thank you so much. Inserter said, who hasn't hit the like yet? We've got 20 people in here, 17 likes. We once hit 34. It was the dizzy heights of 34. Do you think I will ever get to 40? Will I ever manage to cross that barrier? Inserter said 18 likes. It's not showing on my screen. Is that just Inserter hoping for the best? It's very kind of you all giving this a like. I hope to see you in my second channel. I really do. I want to grow that. I want to grow the second channel. I want to connect to you from different angles. This is high energy. The new channel is low energy. You're tackling your problems from both perspectives. Please subscribe to the new channel. It's 18 likes on mine now. Inserter said 19 on his. I'm seeing 18. This is as close to parity as we've ever had. 20 viewers, 18 likes. Inserter Saint says 19 on his. We will see. I think we are finally coming to the end of this monster live stream of 2 hours and 18 minutes. I appreciate each and every one of you, but now I'm starting to feel faint. I think it's probably a good time for me to wish you the very best for the rest of your day. Inserter said, boss, where is that siren you had for success stories? I need the siren. I need to bring it back. Watch out for it in future live streams. You never know. I used to do the siren for people who broke no contact as well. So thank you everybody for being a part of my live stream. I love you from the bottom of my heart. We will all move forward together. We will be better people in 2021. Just you try and stop us. Now you're part of a community. We move forward together as a team. Let's move forward with positivity. Thank you and goodbye.